ain't. I'm just trying to make a grand entrance. That's all. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like just a little twist. But, yeah, here. Hey y'all. Welcome to my channel. Y'all there? Y'all looking? Y'all listening? Okay, cool. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Sakija Karina Empowers, where I equip you with what you need educationally, socially, and mentally so that you can create a fulfilled life. So today I want to talk to you guys about feeling stuck. Like you just stuck? Okay. Like, have you ever been so frustrated with life, or just so frustrated to the point of no return? Okay, because you are not where you thought you should be in life at the moment, or where you think you should be in that moment, or what level you should be on when it comes to success. Like, have you been so frustrated because you are just not where you think you should be? Like, just raise your hand. Okay, raise your hand with me. Me too. So I just want to tell you that you are not alone. And so let me ask you this question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, have you thought about that question before? And if you've been on some interviews, I'm sure you've probably heard of that question before. But I'm not talking about in 5 years at an employer's place. I'm talking about in 5 years in your life, in your business. Like, where do you see yourself in your relationships? Where do you see yourself? So some of you may answer this question like, you know what, sis? Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even think I've thought about that. And okay. And some of you may have, or may answer this question like, I think I know where I might be in 5 years. Like, I really love doing hair, I love designing, or I love coaching and talking. So I think I want to, open up a speaker business, or I want to open up a coaching business, or I want to be a hairstylist and open up a big salon and all of these things. But my job is decent and I gotta have some stable income flow for my children and things like that. You know what I'm saying? You like real indecisive. Like you don't really know. And I get that. And some of you may answer like, you know what, sis? Like, you got the right one. Like, you really got the right one, because I know exactly where I'm gonna be in 5 years. You see, in 5 years, I'm gonna be a billionaire. And let me tell you how. Right now, I'm doing real good in my business and my life, with my family, my relationships, and all of that. So I'm really able to zone in and focus on my business. In the second quarter, we gonna be making about $500,000, and in the fourth quarter, I know I'm gonna definitely have several contracts and all of that. So, billionaire, 5 years. Like, I commend you, okay? Like, you got it down packed. I totally get it. Well, regardless of how you answer this question, we all feel stuck at some point in our lives. And so if you answered this question like, yeah, I know exactly where I'm gonna be in 5 years, you may just be feeling stuck because you're not where you thought you would be when you thought you would be there. Like, in the time frame you thought you would be there. And if you answer this question like, well, I don't know, I got this choice and that choice, you may just need some clarity. or you just may be unsure in what direction you should go in, or you may just have not given your future much of any thought. And if you answer the question like, sis, I don't know, you may feel stuck because you don't know where to start. But let me say this. You may feel stuck, right? But just because you are not physically moving does not mean you aren't growing. Did you get me? Just because you are not physically moving does not mean that you are not growing. We all want to grow, right? And we want to level up, but we're so focused on the physical movement that we don't realize that we actually are growing in other spaces and areas in our lives. Not too long ago, I had a conversation with my husband, and we were talking about all of the positive things about how we were going to grow in business, how we were going to expand and all this stuff. And out of nowhere, he's just like, babe, like, I'm so tired of talking about the same stuff. Like, where is the level up? And I'm like, I get what you're saying. Like, I totally get what you're saying, babe. But at the end of the day, just because we're not physically moving does not mean that we're not leveling up. Because I see growth in our mindset. I see growth in our communication. And no, we haven't gotten to a point in business where we're just expanding and we are, you know, abundantly wealthy financially and all that, where we're able to invest in all the things and we're able to expand on our children's future like we really want to. And, you know, we may not have sold out of product to the point where we're constantly have to buy more, where instead some of it is still sitting there. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, I see growth elsewhere. I see growth in confidence. I see growth in our business acumen and all of that. And that is really what's important in order for us to maintain whatever we have to maintain at the next level. And so again, just because you are not moving does not mean that you are not leveling up. And just because you set a timer for yourself doesn't mean that that was the time that God set for you, okay? So I just want you to remember this. Whenever you feel stagnant physically, you may just be on fire mentally. And I mean that in a very good way, because you are gaining clarity just by, you are leveling up just by gaining clarity. Like, you are leveling up just by gaining confidence, self-awareness, and finding your inner truth. You are leveling up just by learning more about your business and what your purpose is in life. And so you are not stuck. You're not stuck just because you didn't make $1 million. You're not stuck just because you don't have 50 clients like you thought you would. You're not stuck because you don't have what you want, because at the end of the day, it just may not be what you need in this moment. So one important thing that you really gotta do is just ask God for clarity. This is something that I do all of the time, every single day, because it's very important for guidance. And so I'm like, Lord, just show me where I'm supposed to go. Show me what I need to grasp in this moment. Show me how you know me, because I know that there's a me that you have prepared and I have not met her yet. And I just need to make sure I am being obedient and getting everything that I'm supposed to get in this moment in order to get there. And so you may not have elevated to the next level in business or status or whatever it is that you're looking for, because you haven't gained all of the tools, or you haven't learned all of the knowledge, or things like that you need to get there. So really, it's so important to focus and see what it is that you need in this moment, and keep in mind that what worked previously to get you where you are currently does not mean it's going to work now to get you to where you want to be. And so you just need to get what you're supposed to get in this moment. Okay, so that may mean you need to invest in yourself. That may mean you need to get a coach. That may mean you need to go to therapy. That may mean you need some mindset growth. That may mean you need to go back to school, or you need to read some books, or whatever it is. Okay, all of that and some, so that you can see, okay, and get to that level that you really want to be at. And once you get there, you'll be able to stay there, right? Because you don't want to get at a level that you think you should be and not be able to handle it. And next thing you know, you right back where you started. You don't want that. I don't want that for you either, okay? Another thing that you ain't got no choice. Like, you really have to do this, okay? Do the work required. Do the work required, because you may have not elevated to the next level because you refuse to submit to the process. You refuse to do the work required in order for you to get there. You got to keep in mind that every level in your life requires a different you. It requires a better you. It requires a more powerful you, especially as you take on additional responsibilities and things like that in your life. It really requires more from you. And so keep that in mind, that the only way you're going to grow is based off is a lot of it is based on what you actually know, and you got to do the work required in order to gain you some knowledge, okay? And so a lot of us are entrepreneurs or inspiring entrepreneurs, and it is very, very important that we understand that we can't just be grabbing things out the air or going on YouTube and learning something from a tutorial or getting some insight for business growth and being like, poof, I know I'm about to be a billionaire tomorrow. Like, no. It just don't work like that, unfortunately, okay? Because I would love to be a billionaire right now, but it just doesn't work like that. So why would we even expect God to bless us at full capacity, like bless us at this level, when we're performing at this level, okay? Why would we expect that from him? Why would we expect him to really bless us at full capacity if we haven't done what was necessary in order for us to handle that capacity? And a lot of times we're like, you know what, I can handle it. Like, bring it on. I got this. I'm trying to tell you, like, I got it. But do you really? Like, if he gave you a peek into who he created you to be for real, if he gave you a peek into what he has prepared for you, like, would you be like, I'm ready? Yes, I'm ready now for that? Or would you be like, you know what, I'ma just close that door for right now. Give me like 1.5 year, 2 years, something like that, and I'm gonna be ready. Thank you, Jesus, for what you have prepared for me, but I'm gonna need a little more time, okay? So this is what I want you to do. Think about where you currently are, and think about where you think you should be right now. Write it down, okay? And also write down what you may need to learn to get to the next level, and what you may need to gain in order to get to the next level and in order to grow. So for example, for me, I really want to be this big international speaker, this coach, this woman of power, and really making an impact all over the world and changing the lives of young ladies and women all over. And by now, I would have thought that I've been on some pretty great big stages, right? But I have not. And so I had to sit down and do an internal audit and figure out what it was, what was going on, and why I wasn't where I thought I needed or should be, right? And in doing so, I realized that I needed to invest some more in myself, like invest some more. I had done some investing, but I was just pinching, here and there. But I needed to do some more investing in at another level. And so I got me a coach. Shout out to Coach Sean Hart. He is an amazing coach, okay? Super duper great coach, very impactful, and is really helping me. But I also realized that I needed to master my area of expertise, and so I implemented some reading into my routine. I implemented some exercise so I could get my mind right. So I implemented some exercise into my routine. If you follow me on social media, then you'll see me doing my running and things like that, because I really gotta get it all the way together, get my mind together, okay? And so I implemented that, and I knew that I needed to gain some more confidence. I needed to be the authority in my area of expertise. And so in doing all of that and continuing to invest in myself and continuing to gain what I need to gain, I know that I will catapult myself to the next level. So I want you to just take a moment and write all of those things down so you can figure out what it is that you may be missing, what it is that you need to grasp hold to and gain in order for you to level up. So let me just end on this note. I know you guys have heard this before, but I am going to repeat it because it is absolutely true. You gotta live most of your life like most people won't, so that you can live the rest of your life like most people cannot. So make sure you make the sacrifices now so that you can see how much you will grow and how far you will go. Okay? I just thought I'd add that. But thank you so much, you guys, for joining me again on my channel. I really appreciate y'all. I hope this has helped somebody today. And again, I don't care if it ain't a billion people, okay? I just want to help one. So if you got this, did it help you? Good. I'm so glad that it did. But thank you again for joining me on my channel, Sakija Karina Empowers, where I love giving y'all all of the nuggets, okay, about mindset growth. Whatever I know, I'm gonna let y'all know. All right, so make sure that you subscribe, that you join my channel, hit that notification bell so you can get all of the nuggets that I'll be dropping here on Sakija Karina Empowers and all of that and some. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but that's okay, because I'm gonna tell y'all on the next time. Okay? I'll see y'all again soon. Bye.